Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss breaking updates, political investigations, or deep dive exposés. Your support helps this platform grow and keeps you informed about the stories powerful people would rather keep hidden. Now, let's get into today's dramatic development. South Africa's political landscape has been shaken as President Cyril Ramaphosa finds himself at the center of a serious legal battle. A court challenge involving school infrastructure funding has taken an unexpected turn, placing the controversy squarely in the national spotlight and raising important questions about accountability, transparency, and government responsibility. What started as a dispute over the condition of under-resourced schools and their access to infrastructure funds quickly escalated. Civil society groups accused the government of failing its obligations, while opposition parties highlighted what they called systemic failures within the administration. The tension rose sharply when the court discovered discrepancies between submitted documents, official communication, and expected information. Activists, watchdog groups, and opposition leaders argued that the president's legal team presented data contradicting earlier government statements on school infrastructure budgets. These inconsistencies triggered widespread outrage, with critics accusing the president of misleading the court, an allegation that sparked the heated contempt debate now dominating headlines. The president's supporters maintained that the discrepancies were procedural mistakes, not intentional wrongdoing. They believed the administration relied on departmental submissions and that accusations of deceit are politically motivated attacks ahead of key political moments. Critics, however, say the issue exposes deeper, long-standing governance problems that can no longer be ignored. At the core of this conflict are thousands of South African learners still attending schools with collapsing walls, unsafe classrooms, and makeshift toilets. Advocacy groups have long argued that infrastructure budgets are inconsistently allocated, underreported, or poorly managed. The court proceedings simply brought national attention to a crisis communities have faced for years. Public anger has reignited, especially in rural areas where parents have repeatedly demanded transparency about how education funds are used. Protest movements have resurfaced, accusing the government of placing political interest above children's safety. The legal dispute has increased pressure on Ramaphosa, whose leadership has already been strained by internal party battles, economic difficulties, and persistent criticism. Supporters claim the accusations are part of a coordinated political attack, while critics argue this moment marks a significant turning point and exposes cracks in the president's image as a champion of clean governance. Political analysts warn that the fallout could shape public debate for months to come. This issue touches not only on governance but also on trust, responsibility, and the state's commitment to its most vulnerable citizens. Whether this becomes a brief controversy or a lasting political wound depends on how the courts and the administration respond. Social media erupted as the story broke, with South Africans deeply divided. Some were shocked that the situation had escalated so far, while others insisted it was a long overdue reckoning with long-standing failures in the education system. Civil society leaders are now demanding full transparency, calling for the release of all documents related to school funding and communications that fueled this dispute. Opposition parties quickly seized the moment, pushing for accountability, while the president's supporters warned that the rhetoric is turning into political opportunism rather than focusing on real solutions. The real conflict may unfold not in court but in the court of public opinion. Whether caused by misunderstanding or mismanagement, the scandal has reignited national debate about leadership, honesty, and the state of education in South Africa. Pressure is mounting for the government to act decisively and transparently to restore public trust. Observers now await the next court hearings, additional documents, and possible statements from the presidency. One thing is clear, this issue is far from over, and the political consequences may reshape the months ahead. If you want more deep dive reports like this, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe the court's actions were justified? Was this a misunderstanding, Or does it signal deeper issues within the government? Your voice matters.